Yo guys, what is going on? It is 20 to midnight and I was supposed to record this video tonight at an earlier time, but I got a bit, let's say, lost track of time. I basically uploaded the matchday vlog at like 9:30. This is obviously like the review. When you're watching this will be sometime on a Sunday or Monday, but yeah, basically I can't do this on the Sunday that you're watching this, being tomorrow, but to me, like, tomorrow is Sunday, to you today is Sunday. Right now at this moment in time, I could be travelling down to Creamfields for the day. That's what I'm going to be on this day where you're watching this video. So to me, this is 20 to midnight on a Saturday night, and I need to get this video done, scheduled, and get it up for all you guys so that you can watch it when you're watching it, which is now. That was a lot. But yeah, so Borough, Millwall, 1-1, Riverside Stadium. Thoughts. The thoughts of A.J. Once again, we're back in the usual setup, discussing another game. Borough versus Millwall. How did I see it? How do I feel at this moment in time? Saturday now, reflecting the game, watching the highlights back on Quest, which I've seen on TV. Disappointed. I think that's probably the biggest word that stands out to me right now, is that I'm disappointed in performance, in the chances not taken, in the way we can switch off and concede a goal, how we can't defend a set piece in like 2 seasons. Maybe he's crack how to defend a set piece, how to stay 100% concentrated. A lot of things have bothered me about today's game, if you like. I thought Millwall, you know, they may want a bit of credit for the way they played or for the way they responded after the Fulham game, which is probably fair play. Listen, when you get beat 4-0 and then you come back and get a point away from home, it's probably a big point to them fans and players, and everything to do with Millwall. For the Borough side of things, 2 back-to-back home games, should have been 6 points. Beating Wigan, was it convincing? Was it not? Borough still got the 3 points. And today, we come away with only a point, which I've got to say, I'm disappointed in. I am, because I look at the first half, I look at the chance that we created, but it's on Bologna, two chances for me, which you got to put at least one of them away. The header that comes in the box, and it just fails. He just fails to get himself onto it, and if he does get anything onto it, then the keeper saves it. But if he gets enough onto it, and he throws himself at the ball, as if he actually wants to score the goal, which I'm sure he wants to score the goal, but if he actually throws himself 100% at it, it's going in the back of the net, you're not saving it. He doesn't do that, that's a chance gone. He then gets another chance when a ball's played across the box into the 6-yard box, and he slid for it, and if he really wanted to get to it, and I said this to Borough fans and they'll agree with me, I said if he really wanted to get to it, he would have got to it. He slid for it, didn't get nowhere near it, the goalkeeper saved it, or corrected it. I went to half-time 0-0, and I went into the concourse, and a lot of people were saying exactly what I just said then about the 2 chances for Brett. He should have took them, he didn't. Will we come back to pay for them? Will it be if buts and maybes, if Borough lose the game? Who knows? Of course, second half started. We started a bit more. We started a bit better. You know, we finally got the goal. Great bit of link-up play. Ashley Fletcher, I think I said this on Belong on the vlog, but supposed to say Ashley Fletcher. Plays the ball in, 2 padding went there. We left the goalkeeper flat-footed, pushed at the bottom corner. Borough went 1-0 up. And I stood there and I was thinking, on the basis of play, it's been a pretty scrappy game in the midfield. But we probably looked at a good side. I don't know if you'd say we looked a better side. I think both teams are pretty even to that point. We got the goal, made it 1-0. Fantastic. A bit of confidence. Everyone's sort of anxiety, anxiousness, if you like. And nervousness sort of went away since we scored. You felt the whole place. The pressure was lifted. Everyone seemed a bit happier, a bit more sort of, okay, we might be actually be able to get a back-to-back win. We have to get another 3 points if we kill the game off, because Millwall, as I said in the preview, got a never say die attitude. They will not give up until that final whistle is blown. And in my head I said, you have to get the next goal. We have to get the next one. We have to kill the game. If you don't kill the game off, they're going to make a change, or they're going to do something, and we're going to end up paying for it now. In the vlog, I put Bodvarsson scored. It was actually Bradshaw, so apologies there to any Millwall fans that had seen it, or Borough fans, and I got it wrong, so I do apologise. I thought Bodvarsson, it wasn't. It was Bradshaw, who comes on for no more than 15 seconds max The ball goes in, it's knocked back across from Smith. Knocked in, was it house and no goal, was it not? It was going in regardless if it hit him or not. And it went in, and they got back to 1-1. And that's the bit that wound me up to the point where I was thinking, we genuinely can't defend set pieces. We can't defend them. Last season, we conceded off so many sort of set piece free kicks, corners. It's the same again this season. Do you know what I mean? We've been conceding from just silly corners. In pre-season, we conceded from a few. This season, we've conceded. Luton away, Martin Crane scored the header. And I just look at it and I just think we're conceding from a lot of silly plays that could be prevented if you just concentrate for the full 90 minutes, plus into the stoppage time, play to the whistle. But in this league, you can't afford to switch off. You just can't afford to switch off against any team in this division. If you switch off, they're going to punish you. It's simple as that. And we've seen what happened at Luton. When we switched off at 1-0, when 2-1 down within minutes. It happens. It's the Championship. It's the hardest league to get out of. And you switch off for a minute, you're going to be punished. It's as simple as that. I can't put it any more simple. If we continue to switch off on these set pieces or just the normal play, the second ball, etc., and the opposition gets in, we will find it difficult to cope this season if that happens. We have to be on our guard 100%. At home, you've got to be winning your home games. And you've got to be winning your home. And Millwall have been beaten 4-0, and no disrespect to them, there's a reason to why they probably got beat 4-0. There's a reason. There might be a fault of the back or the midfield or something, but there's a reason to why this team's have been beaten 4-0. And I know people say Fulham's a different team and they're going to run away with the league, etc. But there's a reason. And it'd be the same that if Borough lost 4-0, you know what I mean, going into this one, and then they want to got a draw with us 1-0, their fans are probably going out saying, well, they just lost 4-0. How come we couldn't beat them? That's the way football kind of is. That's how people's sort of minds work when they come out of a football game. And I looked at it and I thought, well, in the first half they did very little to hurt us. In the second half, Randolph played a square-off ball to Smith, who hit it from the edge of the box. If he takes another touch, he possibly scores. But he didn't. Don't get me wrong, second half, okay, they came to the game, they had a couple of more chances. A chance really close at the end. The ball went in, I believe it was Matt Smith who headed it and just went wide the post. And, do you know what I mean, listen, they could have won the game 2-1 there and then, but I look at it on an overall, and it is a bit disappointing the fact that we get these chances, we don't take these chances. Is it the fact that we still need to go out there and just go and get another striker that we know can bang in them 2 chances that we had today, that we know he can take at least one of them and put it away? Because if he does, it's a different story and put him in the game. But of course, it's puts and maybes all come back out this early in the season, which is very, very annoying to do. But I look at our next game. Am I worried? Yes, massively. I think Bristol City are a fantastic side in this league. Have been absolutely fantastic so far this season. The record, Benik Afobe, he's top goal scorer. So to have that inside his disposal, and to home game for them, they're going to be really confident. We've got to go there and just try and soak up the pressure and try and hit them the best we can and try and get something out of that game. If you give me a point, I'll snap your hand off now for a point against Bristol away. I think it's going to be a rock-hard game, as I've already said. You know, when they won today a whole 3-1, and they made it look very, very easy. And what they did today, do you know what I mean, watching the highlights back, they went to Derby and disposed of them, and again made it look very, very easy. They're very, very confident at the minute at Bristol City, and at the minute I don't know if we are. I don't think we're the most confident side in the league. We're 17th in the league, a few points on the board, nothing to really brag about. We're floating in that bottom sort of 15th, sort of like 15th downwards, floating around them sort of spots. We haven't been out of that so far this season, I don't think. Bristol City, different, you know what I mean, they're all over it, they're trying to smash teams out of the water, they're trying to actually go places this season, and fair play to them because, you know what I mean, they've been in the Championship for a long time now, and they're finally trying to rebuild, and trying to push back up the league, and try and give some back to the fans, which next season I think Borough can do, but for this season it's so important that we can get these points at home, try and get points away, but more importantly, try and get the 3 points at home, or at least a point at home, but the 3 points, more importantly at home. You've got to be winning your home games to stay inside this league. That's exactly how I see it. I think if we slip off the gas at home and we start losing home games, then that's going to be an absolute disaster because teams are going to come here and they're just going to roll you over. If we were to play a decent team today, and I'm not saying Millwall are, but if we were to play, you know, a Leeds or a Fulham, you know what I mean, or even a Bristol City like next week, and we play the way we played today at times, you're going to get trounced. You're going to get trounced. You're going to get absolutely hammered. You're going to get humiliated. And as much as people don't want to hear these things from me, and I have to sort of be like this sort of, I feel like I have to bring this sort of confidence all the time. Sometimes you have to be absolutely stonewall with it and tell it how it is. I'm being as real as I can when I say I'm in fear of this season. At times it worries me that when we go up against these good teams, if we play like we do in certain games, or have done most of the season, we're going to get punished badly, and it could affect the camp. It could affect everything to do with the football club, including the fans. Today we had 19,000 in, not even 20,000 in a 32,000 seat stadium. For me, is very, very disappointing. I guess it's going to take time this season, and I'm all for that. I guess it's going to take time. We'll get to our manager team before. It isn't his team, remember, still. Some of them are ranked as players, etc. Gary Monk's players are in there still, and I get that he's got to rebuild the team, and you know what I mean, he's got to find his squad, he's got to find his 11, and I get all that, and I can be patient with all that, but we have to start sorting the form out at home. We have to start winning the football games at home. It's so important that we can hit the ground running at home and start getting maximum points from each and every game at home. As simple as that. I mean, even against these big teams, we can't go into it fearing, but I do fear, and that's the truth. As much as fans aren't supposed to fear, I am worried for Bristol. I would take a point. Do I believe we get 3? Absolutely do. But listen, I support the Buddha like everybody else, and as much as we might be in fear of teams and say, oh, I don't know how many points are going to come out this one, on the day we hope for 3 points. It's simple as that. But as I would take a point, but 3 would be a lot. A point would be fantastic as well. But as I say, games are coming thick and fast. The month of September is not an easy month either. I mean, Reading the Fly, we've got them in a couple of weeks. Sheffield Wednesday, who hit and miss. Got Cardiff away again, hit and miss. So maybe we'll pick up a couple of points in September. But talking about Saturday, tough game early start for the Buddha fans as well. I'm going to be at Bristol City myself. 4:30 in the morning, wake up call. I should say that's the time the bus leaves, so we're getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. But Buddha fans, today I'm disappointed. I really am. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Check out all my social medias, link inside the description. Hope you enjoyed the match day vlog as well from yesterday's game. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll leave it on screen somewhere this side, and also the subscribe button. So subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, 17th in the league. Hopefully it improves, and let's just see what happens Saturday. I'll see you soon, Buddha fans. Peace out.